안녕하십니까. Thanks, Professor Lee. Thanks, Professor Kim. Thank you for inviting me again this beautiful, lovely city, Seoul. Today, I want to speak about the lighting effects on unconscious human behaviors. Lighting effects on our bodies are classified in three parts: the visibility, the lighting support the visibility, how you can see the small letters, how you can see the more details, and physiology, melatonin, body temperature, sleep-wake cycle, and psychology. Psychology means that the feelings, emotions, and active or sleepless cycle. And physiological effect of light is light regulate melatonin, lighting support the quality of sleep, night shift workers, lighting can work the Alzheimer's disease patients and seasonal depression, weight gain for infants, and something brain activities. I'm a short sleeper, and when I had much problem in university, I can't sleep at night. So sometimes I use I drink melatonin pills at night, because but it is not so healthy. Because Dr. Akash said some melatonin pills are made from the animals, and I use the melatonin. I took a melatonin at night, and tomorrow I took a melatonin. I want more melatonin, and it is not healthy to drink the melatonin, but it is very important to create the melatonin by myself. This is a photo of the one hospital in Tokyo. Some patients working at night some patient was seasonal depression some patient of depression. They lie down in the morning and at about 3,000 lux lighting about 2 or 3 hours. So they regulate the body cycle, human cycles. And this is more little small devices for the jet lag. This is the name of the light visor. Usually we use the sun visor. Sun visor is to cut off the sunlight. In opposite, this light visor not cut to support the main light to eyes. Jet lag or seasonal depression or depression. We have some lighting. We can buy this light visor in Amazon.com. And this is a photo of the mountain resort in Europe. In Europe, in the winter, the sunshine duration is short time. This is ski resort. In the morning, they have the strong lighting, and they have the more energy in the daytime, more active in the daylight, and more enjoyable at the daytime. In opposite, some resort space or some spa, the light therapy is a very dark room and in direct lighting, just for relax in the dark room, in opposite. But this lighting device for promoting human health, certainly body temperature was a secretion of melatonin is measured, but this physiological response is relatively very fundamental. So the physiological response and our emotions have the certain distance. The physiological response cannot explain the whole our emotions or feelings. Can recognize how much you react correctly. Then the emotions are usually described as a questionnaire. This ST method using some adjectives and put the circle and using questionnaire, they describe the emotions about the writing. When we want to know more details about the emotions, we use the interviews, face-to-face interview. About the lighting and about the colors. What do you feel of this room? What do you think of this room? How do you feel of this room? If they answer, I feel comfortable. So why you felt comfortable? I feel very sad. Why you felt so sad? So the face-to-face interview to pull out their emotions to individuals. This is some examples of the writing patterns are described for the adjectives. And usually these bright lightings are described enjoyable and active. But I don't think these adjectives or these words correctly describe the lighting environment, or correctly lighting the whole our emotions. Because bright light is usually described as active. But I think these verbal communications are something stereotyped, or something stereotyped. Bright light is good, bright light is active, dark light is not active, dark light is dark. I think it's stereotyped. This is an image, this iceberg is the image of the lighting effects of our bodies. Only the surface, floating part, only the surface is the be conscious. We know our emotion, we know the effect of the lighting. But other parts, inside the sea, inside the water, are unconscious. The be conscious part is they can be expressed in language. We can put out by the questionnaire and we can put out by the interviews. But unconscious part of the effect of lighting, they cannot be expressed in language. Then, so how can I express the unconscious effect of lighting? So I figured out I wanted to research the unconscious effect by the behavior observations. I want to show the one example of the lighting effect of the direct behaviors. Last month, this is my lecture in my universities. Last month, I lectured about lighting calculation in a bright classroom. In a bright classroom, students, every student is concentrated on my lesson, very concentrated. Same your Korean students. But the room became dark to let the screen legible. I don't switch off all the lighting, but for today's presentation, I switched off all the lighting in my classroom. Then some getting sleepy. It is about 10 minutes later. And next, other people are getting sleepy. Then you can see this photo. There, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students sleepy. And after 30 minutes, after 20 minutes, difficult topics. I explain the lighting calculation, the difficult topics very slowly. So, everybody needs to see.
Like you were talking to them when they were sleeping.
I talk very slowly. This is for this time, this presentation. I want very dark. I speak very slowly.
Maybe you have some influence. Don't look at me when you are asleep. Everybody.
You have some this experience in the dark classroom.
I didn't have because, when I see that, then I'm changing and making some joke.
I think the Korean students never sleep in the classroom. The students, they never went to sleep intentionally. Unconsciously, they sleep. Difficult topics, my difficult topics, and darkness, and the slow lecture invited them to sleep. The effect of light appears in their behaviors. So I want to research about the behaviors. My research topic is the interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communications are affected by the interpersonal relationship, about their sex difference, or their personalities. But I think the interpersonal communications are affected by the surrounding environment, especially by the lighting. So how the lighting affects their behaviors? What behaviors I took out to study this relationship? So that speaking volume, personal distance, facing direction, and eye contact. First, I introduce about the lighting effect on speaking volume. I visited a lot of cafes, a lot of restaurants. Some restaurants are very noisy. They speak very loudly. And some cafes and restaurants, they're very quiet. It is a lot of reasons, the space and the interiors of the customers, but I think one of the reasons is lighting. So I set up the 3 lighting conditions. This is the general light, the bright, the whole space. And this is the lighting, only the table. The table is bright and the other is dark. A very high contrast, dark and bright. And the third is the table candle, only the table candle. And they are speaking together, only 2, and other situations, another unfamiliar persons are sitting on the corner. There are 2 different conditions. And we investigated their speaking volume. This is an example of the speaking volume, the general lighting, spot lighting, table candle, 20 decibel and 80 decibels. And this is the average of speaking volume. And this is a different by the personalities. We have the personality test. Internal control subjects they are not easily affected by the environment. They general writing the more louder, speak louder, and spotlighting the middle and the table candles speak more louder, more quiet. And other subject, external control subject is easily affected by the environment or the other people or the customs or the tradition. They are very speak lower the spotlighting. This is a subject only, and when there is someone in the room, stranger, the speak volume lower, they speak very quiet. And this is an explanation of the locus of control, external control of the internal control. And this generally people speak loudly in bright environment and speak quietly in a dark environment. In extremely non-uniform lighting, the bright and dark speaking volume vary depending on the speaker's personalities. People speak somewhat quietly when sharing a space with an unfamiliar person. This is the next second experiment. Lighting effects on personal distance and facing position. This is a lighting, outdoor lighting. where they are standing, where they waiting, as someone waiting this place, or someone waiting talking this place. Which place they are standing are, I think, affected by the lighting distribution. So I set up the 3 lighting conditions. This is almost uniform lighting, about 400 lux, uniform lighting. And this is a spotlight, 400 lux and 30, around 30 lux. And this is a more the range, the bright is very smaller, narrow and spotlight. And 2 people are waiting about 20 or 30 minutes to ask only the waiting this room and using the loading chair. Everywhere you can move and everywhere you can talk. And I didn't them to observe this image, but we can observe their behaviors by infrared video cameras. And this is the result. This is general lighting, spotlighting wide range, and spotlighting narrow range. The people's talking distance is long, and the spotlighting is very talking with a very small distance. And not only the distance, but also the wide spotlighting, the narrow spotlighting, they wanted to talk near the lighting, so the distance is more narrow, more shorter. If the bright is they speak, they stand long distance and dark and short distance. This is personal distance, 2 people's distance, and this is facing angles. This is 1 people's and 1 people's, the same direction is 0 and 0 degrees. And they speak the opposite direction, 180 degrees. This is the same direction, the opposite direction. There is 6 differences because the man pairs personal distance are longer, man longer and facing each other. And woman are very shorter and facing the same directions. And if we change the lighting more darker, we may change their distance more shorter, and women change their direction. And this is also the 6 differences. Men pair changing about lighting their distance, changing the distance. But women are easily changing not the distance, but facing directions. It is also the 6 differences. Next is the lighting effect of the sitting posture and eye contact. The previous research conducted by in the university laboratory, but this is a public space, and we cannot change the lighting, so that we can observe the daytime, bright time, and nighttime, dark time. Sitting posture and sitting vertical, lean back, about 20 degrees lean back, and lean forward. This is 5 postures. And eye contact is how long the 2 people are facing each other. That is, she doesn't look at me. And this is she look at me. We observe the duration. I start again. We observe the 188 people. This is the result of the posture. This is man pair, woman pair, man-woman pairs. This is daytime and nighttime. This says the man pairs are lean back, and woman and man-woman are lean forward. And daytime and nighttime, At night time, the postures are lean more forward. Man, woman. This is a picture of the man pair. And this is a result of the eye contact. Man pair, eye contact of daytime and nighttime. Nighttime is a rare. This is a frequent eye contact. This is a rare eye contact. Man pair, rare eye contact at the nighttime. In opposite, woman pair and man pair. Nighttime, more eye contact frequently. More look each other at nighttime. This is a different man pair or the woman pair or woman pair. This is a woman pair. This is a man-woman pair. They looked at each other at night more frequently. It shows. When I presented these results in United States, some person said me, it is ridiculous. Why? Why man pair doesn't look each other at night? I don't know, understand why the reason. So I figure that the American boys and Japanese boys are different. So I investigated also the same as cafes in Las Vegas, bright time and dark time. This is the result of the Tokyo and Las Vegas. And this color is man, boys. In Tokyo at night, boys don't look each other. And opposite, in Las Vegas at night, more look each other. So not only the sex differences, but also the cultural differences. I think the Japanese boys and Korean boys are also different. I think the Korean boys are about intermediate from the Japanese or United American boys, I think. This is an investigation of the real cafes. We changed these cafes, not only the lighting, the brightness, bright lighting and dark lighting, every 30 minutes, the bright, gradually dark and bright. And not only the brightness, but also we changed the volume of the background music, BGM, loud BGM and quiet BGM, loud BGM and quiet BGM. This is examples of the man pairs and woman pairs. Woman pairs tended to frequent eye contact every time, especially in the dark environment. Man pairs have the frequent eye contact in the dark environment. Dark environment plus the BGM is noisy because the man pair look each other dark and noisy environment. They look each other. This is a result. I skipped this. When I talk to someone, this her, my student, in a bright lighting, we cannot look each other, but we change the lighting, more dark and more low color temperature, and gradually they look at each other. She looked at me, gradually look more, and they look more, and our emotions changes. If the emotion changes, we have more interest of her. Emotion changes, we look more each other. Look more. And look more, emotions stimulated, and look more. Look more. So the lighting changes the behavior, behavior changes the emotions, emotions changes the further behavior, the further behavior changing strong emotions. So the lighting works as the glue. Glue is the connection of the conversations unconsciously. This is I tested color of lighting. This is the red color, green color, warm color, yellow color, and green color. And change the color of lighting, how their conversation are changed. We have some some results. And these results, slightly red, pale red lighting show the food deliciously and excite people emotion. A little red color is the delicious food for the more activate their emotions. And these results, our research results, are applied to the one lighting fixtures. These are lighting fixtures of the shops, LED lighting. About 2 years ago, they produced these lightings at home. They can change the brightness and they can change the color temperature, but they recommend the pale red light. Pale red light is we say the sakura color. Sakura is a Japanese famous cherry blossom flowers. This is my name. I recommend this lighting. I use this lighting in my office at the university. This is my office. Usually, I am working in this room, natural white light, bright light. But I change the remote controllers, change the color temperature for the incandescent color, the warmer light, or sakura color, pale red light. Usually we discussed our students, laboratory students. We discussing about the research seriously. The lighting is a very white, cool, bright light. But after the discussion about the research, I changed the lighting. After the discussion, I changed the lighting and warm color light. So we talked about the traveling and dinner or the soap opera or something. The warm color light is a warm discussion. And in the evening, sometimes we have the dinner with the student in a red, pink color light, sakura color light. Sometimes my office have some customer. We change the lighting to the little red, and we enjoy the red wines. We investigated about a couple of the outdoor behaviors. And this is people where they are walking in the non-uniform lighting. Every time they don't walk just walking straight. They walking the left side and they walk to the right side. We observed how they walking. This is a bright lighting, and people are standing here. People are standing in the dark side. They avoid about a long distance before, and he's standing in the right side. The avoidance distance are short. So the lighting conditions and other person's conditions that change the walking distance, walking route. And this is Hirase Onsen, the central Japan and mountainside city. The local government asked me to change the street lighting. They want to renovate the street lighting. So we investigated first the people, the residents walking, where we are walking. So somewhat the people avoid these places. So then we interviewed the residents. Why you avoid these places? So interviewed and observed the pedestrians' behaviors. This place, these empty places have the shadow, completely shadow. So they have the unsafety and they feel the uneasy, so they avoid this place. Then we arranged the lighting, the small lighting. Usually the street lightings are fixed along the street. But we arranged people feel unsafety. this place, and this place, and this place. So we arranged a small light inside the empty space. This is very unique. Usually, street lightings are along the street, but we arranged in the empty space. Small lights are arranged where pedestrians tended to avoid. This is after the lighting are fixed along the street. This is the street lighting, and we fix this place. They feel unsafety. They avoid this place. We fix the small light in the empty space. And dark and energy efficient, no light pollution and safe lighting were created. This is the last behaviors. Further more emotional behavior we observed. What behavior is nighttime couples. This is Kyoto. Kyoto at night, along the river, a lot of couples are waiting, sitting on the riverside. About 100 couples look at the reflected light in the river at night. I think the lighting condition are affecting these couples' positions and these couples' behaviors. So last night I arrived at this airport last night, and I directly go to the I forgot the name. Cheonggyecheon. Cheonggyecheon. This is last night. I observed a lot of Korean couples, Cheonggyecheon. About more than 100 couples. Where they are sitting, where the lighting condition. Some couples are very, very close. Very lovely couples. This is we investigated this in Yokohama, the seaside area, when a lot of couples, how the couples position, how couples behaviors, the lighting, the brightness, which is bright and which is dark, brightness and the night view. And interpersonal distance, the other person, how distant they are. And the others are couples, or the others are boys, the others attribution affected, I think. So the next is how their behaviors evaluated. Eye contact was the body directions. I think how the couples' behaviors we observed. So I figured out the evaluation criteria of the couples' behaviors. That they are separated or that they are fixed, not separated, and hold the hand and over the shoulders, over the hips, or the hold each other. That Korean couples hold each other. Yes, 5 criteria. This is a result. This is couples. Blue color is not so close, and pink color is very close, holding each other. This is bright time. The number of couples is not so many, but small number of couples there, and their distance are long. And after the sunset, this is the lighting. A lot of couples, the number of couples are increased, and their behaviors at night, red color and pink color, the behaviors are more emotional. And then they are staying between the lighting, not near the lighting. Lighting and lighting, between the lighting they stay and holding each other. And more, the first is the couples are holding each other. The near couple, other couple are holding each other. So the couple influenced another couples, I feel. So I think I want to create the space for couples to stay easily, stay comfortable. So we have to consider the landscape, beautiful landscape and space, lighting design together for the couple for staying comfortable on outdoor public spaces. This means lighting may contribute not only to activate public space, but also to recover from the declining birth rate. This is a very problem in Japan to the declining birth rate. In Korea also they have the problem declining. Lighting has something power to recover the birth rate, I think. This is again the image of the our lighting effects are conscious and unconscious. The conscious part is we can figure that the interview and questionnaire. The unconscious part, physiological reaction. But I think interview, questionnaire, physiological reaction is not sufficient. It's a lot of part of unconscious effects. So we have to figure out the unconscious part of the effect, so that it is important to observe behaviors. Observe behaviors, connect the interview language effects and physiological reaction. These three parts are combined is very effective to explain the lighting effects of health. It is important what behavior we have to observe. Position and distance and action of arms or legs or voice and speech patterns. Direction of eyes. Which behavior we have to observe is very important. In conclusion, when we try to apply lighting effects to daily life, we should not use strong lighting, strong brightness, strong darkness, strong vivid color. We have to not use this lighting. We express some my research too bright, too dark, and too vivid color. But it is good for lighting for the not so strong lighting to use, because the effect of lighting is delicate, very delicate. The delicate lighting should be adjusted to sensitive individuals. Our people, we are very delicate, we are very sensitive. So the lighting design should be also sensitive. Lighting can be adjusted anytime, because this space size, the height of the ceiling, we cannot change easily. We cannot change easily the wall color. We cannot change easily to the floor color. We cannot change the architecture easily. But lighting, we can change the lighting very easily. Then the delicate environmental design should be corresponded to the purpose of the place. What purpose of the place, this place? A season and time, sex and age. What age people are sitting here? And interpersonal relations, physiological conditions, and emotions. Not so strongly, unconsciously affected. 미세한 빛은 당신들의 마음을 볼 것입니다.